Hey everybody, welcome back to the MacWhisperer Academy. I'm Dylan Stewart, the MacWhisperer. And if you're looking for an easy way to edit a photo or image file, to crop it or export it, or even remove the background, then this lesson is just for you. Let's hop on in and get started. One of the things I love about Apple is that they provide these amazing tools for free. World-class programs with unbelievable functionality just pre-installed for you. But one of the things I can't stand about Apple is how they never tell anybody how to use these tools, or how powerful they are, or what they're capable of doing. In this case, I'm talking about Apple's Program Preview. It's been around forever. It's the default application for opening JPEGs and PDFs, and yet some people still think they need some third-party program to do photo editing or to mark up their PDFs. It's not true. To get started, I'm going to open a JPEG from my desktop directly into Preview simply by double-clicking on it. So now with Preview open, let's take a quick look at the toolbar across the top. The minus button allows you to zoom out. The plus button allows you to zoom in. To the right of that, we've got our share button. This is that button that allows you to easily take any document and email it, text it, airdrop it, add it into your notes or your reminders, or even collaborate on it. Then, over to the right of that, we've got the Rotate Image button. This allows you to either rotate to the left or rotate to the right in case the image that you're opening up is turned around wrong. If you'd like to rotate to the left, you can just click on it. That's the default selection. But if you hold the Option button down on your keyboard, you'll notice that it changes to rotate clockwise instead. Those are all kind of cool tools, kind of interesting tools. But the best tool of all of them is hidden under this tiny little button here. This button is the Markup toolbar. And by clicking on it, it drops down another very, very powerful toolbar called the Markup toolbar. The first one we're going to talk about is the Selection tool. That's on the far left side there. If you click on the little caret to the right of it, you'll notice some other options. I'm going to just keep it simple and grab the rectangle selection, and I'm going to just grab this center note on this image like this. And from here, I can easily crop by clicking Command K on my keyboard. It removes the rest of the image, and boom, instant crop. But that's not really what I want to do. So I'm going to undo that by hitting Command Z. One of the other things you can do when you select a section of text is you can copy it. Command C will allow me to copy it, which will allow me to take that and paste it wherever I want it to go. I can put multiple copies of it on this document and just position them wherever I need them to be. You can always remove any of those copied elements by just selecting it and hitting the delete button like this. Just hit the delete button on your keyboard and they go away super easily. You can also use the Select tool to edit or cut a part of the document out. But when you do this on a JPEG, it's going to bring up an error. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to select this area. I can press the delete button to remove it or Command X if I want to cut it. I'm going to hit Command X. And you'll notice it brings up this warning that says, do you want to convert this document to a PNG? And you're thinking to yourself, what's a PNG, Dylan? Well, a JPEG, as we all know, is a photographic file. It's a very, very common image file that you see all over the place. But a PNG is a next generation image file. In addition to being able to show you an image just like a JPEG, it has the ability to remove the background, turn something transparent. So let's imagine that you want to remove the background of this image. This can be done really easily by grabbing that magic wand tool. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. When you grab the magic wand tool and move it over your image, you can click and drag to select a specific color or area of that image. Notice how this is pretty automatically selecting all of the black or dark parts of the image. When you have them selected, you can press the delete button on your keyboard to remove those elements of the image. In this case, it's going to remove everything but these stickies. Let's go ahead and do it. First, it wants me to know if I want to convert it to a PNG, which let's go ahead and do. That's fine. And immediately, do you see that the whole background went out, leaving us only with those notepads? Let's take a look at another document and how we can drop out the background of that. I'm going to go ahead and close this one and open up this one right here. Now, this is a basic graphic file that you might use in a Word document or on a website or on an email. You can see that the background of this image is all white, which means that if I put it into a document or on a web page, I'm going to see that white background. I just want to see the guy kicking. So I can open up my markup toolbar here, select my magic wand, and drag it along the white area. Now, when you do this, you want to move a little bit slowly, because if you move too quickly, you're going to select more than what you want. There we go. We've got him selected perfectly in the center. Notice the little dotted lines that go all the way around him. That's the part of the image we're going to keep. All I have to do to drop that background out is click the delete button like this. I'm going to allow it to convert it like this. And now, instead of that white background, we've got this gray background. And if I put this image on something else, all we'll see is the guy kicking, not the rest of it. So let's hop back over to our other document. To the right of the magic wand, you're going to see two very similar looking scribbles. They're similar, but they're very, very different tools. The one on the left is called the sketch tool, and the one on the right is called the drawing tool. I'm going to start by clicking on the drawing tool. The drawing tool will allow me to draw anything I want onto this image. So I can put a scribble here, or I can put a circle, or I can put a little heart. Whatever you want to draw, it's going to let you draw it right there. To the right side of the markup toolbar, you're going to see the ability to change the size of the lines that you make and the style of them, to change the color of them, to add a fill, etc. It's a really powerful tool that allows you to quickly draw whatever you want. But what happens if you're not a great artist and you just want to quickly sketch something in, like a star or a heart? That's where the sketch tool comes in. The sketch tool knows that it's hard to draw with a mouse. So if you try to draw something, it will do its best to adjust it into what it thinks you're trying to do. It made that sloppy heart into a perfect heart. It made that sloppy circle into a perfect circle. And I can also use the tools at the far right to change the color of it and to even have it be filled in. So that's the difference between the sketch and the drawing tool. It is important to know when you use something with the sketch tool, I'm going to go and do a sloppy star down here. It doesn't force you to use its tool. If you want to change back to yours, there's a little drop down that pops up just under the sketch tool that will allow you to revert or sometimes choose additional options. But what if you don't want to sketch or draw your own shapes? You'd rather use ones from the computer. Well, that's where the Shapes tool comes in. By clicking on the caret right here, we can choose from lines, arrows, squares, circles, stars, and some other tools. It's very easy to do. Just go ahead and select it. If you want to adjust the color, you can do that over here. We'll make this one nice and red. You can also adjust the line size so it's nice and thick. If you'd like it, you can adjust the stroke color too. You can pretty much change it to be whatever you want it to be, and then using the balls around the image, you can stretch it or increase its size and make it exactly what you want it to be, easily and simply. The Shapes tool also has a couple of neat functions at the bottom here. One of them is a magnifier. This will allow you to take a magnifying glass and use it to highlight a specific part of your document. You can also use the tool at the bottom here to highlight a specific part by putting the rest of the image in a little bit of darkness. This allows you to really focus on the piece of the image that you want your viewer to look at. Now let's click on the text tool. That's this tool right here. And as soon as we click on it, it puts a text box right in our document. Here we are, and I can take that text box and just move it wherever I want to move it. I can select it. I can change it to whatever color I want to make it. And I can also change the font or the size of it just by coming in here. Let's make it yellow. Let's make it way bigger. And then you can click on it and you can type whatever you want it to say. It will automatically expand to fit whatever amount of text you've got, but if you want it to be a certain shape, just click on it, grab the ball to the right or the left, and pull it in so it fits the way you want it to fit. You can even add a color behind it by clicking on this tool here and choosing any color you want to be the background. This is how you can very easily add anything that you need to say to a specific message. Now, I have it happen all the time where I'll take a screenshot of something and I'll open it up into preview, I'll write a couple of notes on it, I'll grab myself an arrow and I'll point at exactly what I need the person to see, and then I'll go ahead and click the share button at the top and send it out to them. So as you can see here, preview is an amazingly powerful tool with all sorts of crazy ways you can use it to adjust an image or crop an image, export it or mark it up. But as I said before, there's even more that you can do with it once you start working with PDFs. But that's a conversation for another lesson. So that's what we've got for today's video. If you got great value out of this, hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. I release videos regularly on all sorts of Apple topics with great walkthroughs, tutorials, and tips on how to get more done in less time and with less effort than you ever thought possible. I am Dylan Stewart, the Mac Whisperer, and I'll see you next time.